Game of Clones. How do you arrest any kind of fluid without some sort of nose plug? Sure, if you're conscious, you can breathe mouth only, but when you're in a deep expositional flashbacks unconscious sleep, all nasal bets are off. A few people said, hey, I really like that scene with the waves in Rise of Skywalker. Then Disney said, we should include some high waves in the Book of Boba Fett, even though it does nothing for the story, but member berries be cray-cray, yo. Reminding us Attack of the Clones exists. Look, I love Return of the Jedi as much as the next person who was 7 years old in 1983, but even at that young of an age, I knew the Three Stooges-esque offing of Boba Fett was idiotic. So one thing I never needed to know when they brought him back in Mandalorian was how he got out of the Sarlacc pit. I don't care how he got out of the Sarlacc pit. I don't want to be reminded he was ever put in the Sarlacc pit. You don't have to retcon and answer every fucking question, Star Wars. Leave your stupid mistakes alone. We were all just happy Boba was back. Now they're literally using the Patton Oswalt filibuster scene from Parks and Rec as a direct script for this part. I mean, we literally made this joke when Boba showed up in Mandalorian, so we can't quite give you a sin-off if you let us, of all people, beat you to a joke. But still, this is some top-notch self-aware fan service. Looking directly into the suns. This helmet removal makes the classic Star Wars decompression sound effect on release. But Boba jammed an oxygen tube in there while escaping the Sarlacc, so that seal's already been broken, Mr. Sound Design Man. Even in Boba Fett's current state, getting bested by Jawas will always be a sin. And that little bit of floppy carrot worm semen will be all the explanation the show needs to get from basically dead in the sand to able to walk for miles behind a bantha in a driving sandstorm. Script writing! This is starting to feel more like Dune than Star Wars. I hate it when people mix their Dune in my Star Wars. What's next, Lady Jedis? Episode takes 6 minutes and 41 seconds to Book of Boba Fett. Taking Robert A. Heinlein's name in vain. Younglings. How are they even drinking that? I grow a mustache and I have trouble getting liquids into my mouth without making a mess. And they've basically got the grill of a 1934 Brewster Town car to sip through. We're almost 10 minutes in and the show still hasn't given us a single line of dialogue, and yet the storytelling is compelling and strong. It ain't Wall-E or anything, but it's still worth the doff of the sin-off cap. Tattletales. All right, finally some action. It's been over 10 minutes of nothing and they're just gonna circle around each other for a minute, aren't they? Fun. Also, this stalky-walky darks on for all the I can't see what's going on here time. Boba took several shots to the face in that last fight, and unless they shot this scene at the old beach, I can't figure out why his facial lacerations have already healed. Also, I know this entire opening takes place in the flashback to chamber, and we're dealing with memories or dreams or some shit, but the show is clearly using it as expositional foundation, so the sins all stand. Plus, here's a few more for questioning me in the first place.
Wake up, boss.
Boba hears this. No one will be allowed to pause for a restroom break during the Boba slowly has droids help him get his various pieces of armor in place scene.
Shall I kill him?
Fennec isn't killing me in this scene.
I do not torture.
'Cause I'm a good guy now.
Would you be loyal to me if I were to spare you?
This is a bad idea.
Fennec would be fantastic at TVSins. Even if they do conveniently come in handy later, I'm not enjoying soft, dumb Boba Fred over here. Wearing this much armor in the heat. More like Boba Sweat, am I right? I'll leave quietly.
They're used to seeing the huts paraded around the streets.
Being tasked with the job of transporting Jabba the Hutt around town on a litter.
Would you like your helmet serviced and cleaned while you wait for Madame Garson?
No.
Turning down getting your helmet serviced. What? Oh, get your mind out of the gutter. I'm just saying helmets get pretty icky, you pervs. Ah, sudden flash dance.
If I may.
Nope, you Fennec. That was a different show that Disney owns you must be thinking of. And now they throw these agents with shields at her. It's seriously like they're taunting her with it. Here's 10 sins for disrespecting AOS like that. Where were these two Chekhov's Deus Ex Gamoranas the last few minutes, twiddling their giant green thumbs? This is by no means the worst fight scene I've seen in a Star Wars property, but still results in a couple of minutes and nothing special. Shooting your enemy in the back.
Alive.
Then why the hell didn't you take the other guy alive instead of blowing him to pieces? Are those throwing stars? Did this get recorded over with a 1985 Canon Films release? I'm not even complaining. I'll take a Ninja 3 The Domination right now over whatever this running across rooftops nonsense is. I love Phoenix so much. Another full Star Wars minute of slowly walking through the desert. If the show's going to be 67% Fett flashbacks, fine. But can they be at least a little more interesting than this constant under the Tuscan sun walking through the desert? Were there no walls to paint or floors to be waxed anywhere? How is this discount Goro even seeing through the sand to make these precision grabs? And why is Tetratum Sandler coming out back first when just seconds ago we saw all four arms reach out as if they were face up? Also, when did he let go of the Rhodian? And why? None of the actual geography or linear progression of this moment makes any kind of sense. And why else would we love Star Wars other than geography and linear progression? Holy shit. He just got his chest pummeled so hard he went 1.5 feet into the sand below him. Have you ever pounded sand? That takes so much force. There's like a whole saying and everything. Magic chains, ought to grab anything you throw them around. This beast is kind of fun, but these are the times I wish people like Stan Winston and Ray Harryhausen were still around. They could have made this creature 10 times cooler looking in their sleep. Taking credit for other people's achievements. Underpaying on your Boba debt.
I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real?
Pan down from the twin suns of Tatooine. We are now close on the mouth of the Sarlacc pit. After a beat, the gloved Mandalorian armor gauntlet of Boba Fett grabs onto the sand outside the Sarlacc pit, and the feared bounty hunter pulls himself from the maw of the sand beast.
When Cameron was in Egypt's land, let my Cameron go.
Randy lay there like a slug. It was his only defense.
So you bring no tribute?
I volunteer as tribute.
The mayor's heartfelt welcome and regrets that he's been drawn away by pressing matters, milady.
What the f*** did you call me?
Would you care to partake in any of our sundry offerings?
Maybe another time. I'm here to talk business.
I didn't know you were such a ballet fan. I thought you just liked it in private.
Your helmet is so big.
Parkour! Michael, parkour! Parkour!
What do you want me to do? Dig.